For years, Maria, a kind and humble maid, worked for the wealthy Henderson family. She cleaned their mansion, cooked their meals, and helped raise their children, yet they never saw her as more than the help. One evening, the Hendersons hosted a grand dinner party to celebrate their company's success. Maria spent the whole day cooking, decorating, and serving. When the guests finally sat down to eat, there was one empty chair left at the end of the table. Maria's hands were trembling from exhaustion, and the youngest daughter, Emily, smiled kindly and said, "Maria, you should sit with us. You've worked so hard." Before Maria could respond, Mrs. Henderson snapped, "She's the maid, Emily. Maids don't sit at this table." The room fell silent. Maria quietly nodded and stepped back, her eyes glistening. She smiled softly and whispered, "Of course, ma'am," before walking away. That night, in her small room, she looked at an old photo, her late husband and their tiny bakery in the city. She whispered, "I'll make you proud." Over the next few years, Maria worked every extra hour she could. She saved every dollar, reopened her bakery, and grew it into something extraordinary. Her cakes became famous, loved by people all across the country. 5 years later, the Henderson Company was struggling. They desperately needed an investor to save their business. When their boardroom door opened, they froze. It was Maria, dressed in an elegant suit, walking in with confidence. "Maria?" Mr. Henderson stammered. She smiled gently. "Yes, I'm here to buy your company." No one spoke. The woman they once refused to let sit at their table now owned the table itself. As she signed the papers, Maria turned to Mrs. Henderson and said quietly, "You were right. I didn't belong at your table. I was meant to build my own."